G'day crew, my name is Luke and you're watching Aquatic Rehab TV. Welcome to another spearfishing episode. This one's based in Auckland's Hauraki Gulf. We showcase 4 locations that we've been spearfishing in 2015. So yep, Lee's a pretty good place. A lot of different types of diving around, your weed lines and a bit of deep diving and good snooping, and also a lot of nice ledges to lay burleys and stuff. You can see this snapper here looks pretty tired. It might have a bacterial infection or something, may have been handled possibly by fishermen. And this is a little snake eel here, which is a pretty hard case as well. Same old technique, going, swimming, checking ledges, looking for snapper, and yep, I lay a big burley here with a power bar and smash open heaps of kitters, leave it, come back and look for a fish to take. There's heaps of fish around that day, so it was pretty good, and I managed to get one to the table. Probably about a 12 pounder, and good on the table. Got back out about a week later or so, launched from there again, hit the Tawhanui coast and about a metre swell. It was pretty hard yards, but eventually it paid off. My longest fish to date at 83 centimeters. It was a big fat girthy thing, but it only weighed 8 kilos, so I don't know if some of them are denser than others or what, but oh well, still a good fish on the spear. Yep, so moving on to Tiri, my local dive spot. We've been out there quite a lot lately, and the visitors sort of been closing in as of late. And the sharks are sort of still out in numbers as well, and you can see this boy cruises right over my head, and then he comes back in for a look. I got out there with my mate Nick in a blow collie. We were stockpiling fish before Cyclone Pam hit, and so we went out there for a quick meat run. Nick shot a kingy on the first spot. He threw the guts down in a bit of weed. We're sitting down on this ledge, and he wanted to film the shark because the shark came in on the guts. And yep, we're lying there, and then he points out the shark, and I notice there's a few snapper around it, so I push off the ledge, take a snapper, and yep. Managed to land it without too much hassle, so it's pretty good. After that we moved on to an area near the Shearer's Buoy, diving down on some reef there. I knocked a kingy for the smoker. There was really good viz on the surface and really crap down past 15 meters. It just went like pure brown and dirty, so I went down in there and seen snapper lurking around on something, and I found a kahawai with hooks through it, and it hadn't been touched, so maybe someone had been baiting for sharks or something there, which doesn't surprise me. We returned back to the surface and tried to orientate back onto it again. Got down and actually seen a good snapper sitting on it right on top of the reef. I couldn't get any closer because there was no cover, but apart from the bad viz, I took a long shot and actually managed to stone it, and then it popped off my spear. So I screamed to Nick. He dives down here and he secured it for me, so that's pretty good. Saved the day, and yeah, got a good feed out of it too, so pretty happy about that. Little barrier, very sharky dive. We got out there, it was super clean, Really nice water. First spot, probably half an hour in the water, I'd seen some good snapper sign. I've seen a few snapper cruising around up and down this gut. I managed to throw a few kinner over and sort of centralise them, get down, and I managed to push out off the weed and get a shot into this nice big fish. When I was swimming back with the fish, along the same ledge, runs about 100 yards long. I saw a nice looking bit of terrain, so I went down and broke a few kinner open, got the snapper on the boat, weighed it, it was 21 pound, I was pretty happy about that, and got a few pictures and stuff. Got back in the water and went and checked the sledge straight down. Had a big stingray there and a little bronzy lurking around, and managed to put a spear in another good snapper. But probably about 15 pounder maybe, and yep, done and dusted on that one, so I was pretty happy with that. We're going to try getting one of the blokes, David, his first kingy. And yep, got it on a reef, had some really clean water and a few big bronzies lurking around. No kingies to be seen really, a bit shy on it. And then one of the blokes shot a butterfish and all the sharks sort of moved in. And during all the commotion, a nice big kingfish swam up to us in mid-water and I managed to plug it. I turned the camera on halfway through. I didn't actually get the shot on film, but I got dragged for about 10 minutes or so, maybe longer. The sharks weren't touching the kingy, which is pretty good, but they were sort of lurking, and I thought I might get a chance at landing it. And I got it up into mid-water, and it was a really nice fish, and then it got balled by about, I don't know, over half a dozen bronzies on the edge of the viz, and then they all shot up at us and had a good look. So we were all sort of back to back there, and we had two come under me. I went down to jab one. I had one fly right over my head when I was at about 2 meters, and yeah, you can see all the bubbles and that going past it. So calling out for the boat, and yeah, it was pretty intense.
Holy shit, bro.
It was a bad trip.
So yep, after that, out to the Mocha Hen House with Blair from Ocean Diversity Charters. That was pretty good. We're actually going out doing a bit of trolling, looking for marlin and stuff. We thought we'd stop in on one of the good spots there to have a look for a kingy or something. My flopper broke on my normal gun, on an old spear that I'd put on. It just, I seen it coming loose and then it just snapped off. So I went and got my big game gun, and I also had some issues with that too. That thing broke. So I had to borrow a little 110 freedivers with a pair of Shaz 16mm rubber. It looked like it was actually going to break on the spot, and I thought I'm not going to get a crack at a big kingy with this little pea shooter, but anyway, I seen a big one lurking down a bit deeper, and it's just seething kahawai everywhere. And I dropped down about 16 odd meters down the ledge, and timed it right. Luckily, I thought he was going to ignore me. I didn't think he was going to come back through, but yep, fish come right to the end of the spear. And I thought, bugger it, I'm going to try to put a spear into him, and plugged him. Good holding shot, you know, with the little gun back to the surface, and really hurt him. And then he started to wake up, and he started to go. Kept him up as long as I could, put heaps and heaps of pressure on him.
down because I thought he's gonna. Yeah, he started to rip, eh? Come up bigger, right?
Folks, probably the only kingy I saw, and he came close enough, so sweet as. Nice 30 kilo kingy on the boat, so stoked as with that. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this episode, and remember to like and subscribe, and check us out on Facebook as well. We do have a hunting episode in the pipelines. We went out to the kaimais on the raw into the reds, and filmed a bloke shoot a red stag, super close, and we had a pretty good time, so stay tuned for that and take it easy.
And I will kill you, lover, and we was meant together until I get another. I'll always ask you,